That thing's heavy too.
Yeah, it looks things are light.
That thing's... Hey everybody, Kyle here with Spicer Designs. That was loud. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be another trifecta. We're going to be testing out the new one-piece stainless steel water table that I just designed and had built and installed on my Langmuir Crossfire Pro CNC plasma table. Very excited about this. If you didn't see that video, as a matter of fact, you probably didn't because that video performed like absolute dog shit, but I'll leave a link for that video down in the description, whatever. And we're gonna be making a really unique, badass sign using the plasma table. And the third part of the trifecta, kind of boring, I'm going to be giving you a quick fusion tip on how to scale your designs. If you have an already made design and you want to make it larger or smaller, I'm going to show you a really easy way to do that in Fusion 360. So without further ado, let's get started. Still watching? But if you're not interested in the fusion portion of this video, you can go ahead and skip to this time, right here, and that'll take you to the good stuff. Otherwise, for all that are interested, take a look right here. All right, what we have here is the sign that we're going to be building today. You can see there are three pieces, this top section, then we have the flag section, and then we have all of these hexagons, I believe, 6 sides. I think that's a hexagon. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase or decrease the size of this sign. We're going to scale it in case someone else is maybe interested in one of your stock signs that you make. Maybe they want a specific size. This is a really, really easy way to accomplish that. First, we're going to go to this measure tool and we're going to click the left side and the right side, and you can see it gives us 46 inches. We'll say this customer that wants this version of the sign, probably not Dawson's Auto Care, they want it 24 inches. So here's how we do it. You're going to get on your calculator. We want it to be 24 inches. We're going to divide that by the 46 inches that it is, and that equals 0.52173913. Pretty specific. We're going to use 0.52. Actually, we'll use 0.522. Now we're going to go back in here and we're going to hit the letter S. That brings up our design shortcuts. We're going to hit S again. That's going to give us a bunch of S tools, and we want scale right on top. Now we're going to select the entities and we're going to select this body right here. I recommend doing this when it's in the form of a body versus a sketch. It just seems to be a lot easier. Our point is already selected. It's going to be a uniform scale type, and here is where we're going to plug in that number. We are currently at 1:1. We want to do 0.522 and hit OK. All right, now we're going to hit the measure tool again. We're going to click the left side and the right side, and you can see we have 24.012 inches. Pretty damn close. Obviously, all those decimal points didn't give us a real specific answer. Now I could take that body, take it into the manufacturer portion of Fusion, and create a new cut path. Good to go. Now say we want to make this thing from 24 inches to 54 inches. Crazy. We're going to go back to our calculator and we're going to put 54 inches divided by 24.012 equals 2.24. Basically, we're doing the exact reverse of what we just did to make that width or any dimension smaller, reversing it, make it bigger. So now we're going to enter 2.24. Actually, we'll do 2.25. We're going to hit the S again, scale, and select the body, and we're going to do 2.25 return. And you can see it's much larger. Inspect, left side, right side, 54.027, right on the witch's. Oh my god. That's it. Super easy. You can change the dimension of any one of your signs that easy. Did I say it was easy? It's easy. Now I'm going to get some steel loaded up on the Crossfire Pro. As I speak, you're seeing it happen because that's just efficiency right there. And I will leave links for the Crossfire Pro down in the description, and I'll pin one in the comments. Make sure you use promo code Spicer Designs. It will save you $100 at checkout. I freaking love this plasma table. I've had it for over 3 years now, and I have had basically no major issues with it. Any issues I've had have pretty much been related to learning curve issues, so highly recommend it. Check out those links. Obviously, I need to come up with a better system for loading steel onto here. Again, I don't have a gantry crane or any kind of an overhead crane. One day, Maybe. And I think I torqued a testy when I was lifting it, so that'll be fun. Now I want to take a brief moment and talk about this sign and the design of it. A friend of mine reached out to me. He has another friend that started an auto care business, Dawson's Auto Care. So he's having me build this sign for him as a gift for his new business. I gave him a killer deal on it. I don't even want to tell you what it is because you'll probably get mad at me in the comments. That's okay. But there's something really unique about this sign. All of these tools that I dumped out in the intro are Dawson's tools. Actually, I don't know if his name's even Dawson. The owner of Dawson's Auto Care, these are his tools. These are his personal tools. So my friend Rich, thank you Rich for your business, he gathered these tools, shipped them over to me, and I'm gonna be incorporating these tools into this design. It should be really cool, really unique, nice conversation piece. Does he say his name? Do you need any info on Lenny? His name is Lenny. That is the owner of Dawson's Auto Care. What's up, Lenny? Anyways, that's it for the sign and the design. Let's get to cutting. All right, the water table worked awesome. I have no water on the ground on the front or back, only right there, and of course, right by the electronics, which is just great. So it looks like I had a little bit of splash over right here on the left side. You can see the water, and on top of the computer or electronics box, whatever you want to call it, the controller. A couple little drips here on the back side, but with that extra length on the table, we weren't cutting right on the edge of it anymore, so it gave us that little bit of a buffer to keep that water from splashing over, and it helps support that material by coming out a little further as well. So I think the next thing I'll be designing, and I'm sure someone's already done it, is a splash guard for all the electronics. And I did have some interest in the water table. I didn't mention it in that video, but if you are interested in that DXF file along with the larger slat file, I do sell my DXF files that are my designs. I sell them for 50 bucks. I do put a lot of time into them, and I'm trying to make a living at this, so I can't just give everything away for free, unfortunately. So if you do want this file, email me. I'll give you the payment info, 50 bucks, and it's yours. I don't care if you make 100 of them and sell them, whatever. All right, now for the flag portion of the design. This one is gonna take some time. Lots of stars to cut out and a very large outline cut. So hopefully the torch height controller and everything does what it's supposed to do. Otherwise, now that cut had me a little bit worried. It was a long cut time for that torch to be running and for the air compressor to be keeping up. And if you noticed, I was over here in the background with my shaded glasses on. What I was doing was watching the arc gap on that plasma torch because I'm having issues with the torch height controller on this machine. I haven't looked into it yet. I don't know what the deal is, but basically what it'll do is it'll start that cut at a nice tight gap, and then as the cut goes on, the gap will get bigger and bigger and basically ruins the cut. So what I've been doing is shutting off the torch height controller, which you can do manually on fire control, but you have to watch that gap, because if there's any deviation with the material or the table, that gap will tighten up and the torch nozzle could actually bind up against your material. So that's what I was doing. Now, some 1/4 inch plate. Okay, here are all the parts for this sign build. I'm not gonna get into crazy detail on this build. You've seen me do this before, so we're gonna move right along, and you might even see the Keystone Girl. Cue the music.
Thirsty?
Well,
That's a wrap.
that'll piss some people off.
I can't believe you did that with her breasts.
What else are you supposed to do with them, you know?
That's just not gonna cut it. But I've got an idea. 1/4 inch round stock. And now for the finishing touch, we're going to be using the X-Tool S1. I freaking love this thing. And again, links and a discount code in the description. I feel like a freaking surgeon right now.
Brain surgeon.
You're not, you're just the assistant. You know what's gonna happen? This thing's gonna be so heavy, it's gonna fall down on a customer's head and they're gonna sue him.
It's gonna see that you made it and say you made it.
Hey,
Calling up Spicer.
I'm not responsible for mounting these things. Next! Do you know what that is?
A wrench.
It's pretty general. It's an adjustable wrench. Some people refer to them as a crescent wrench, but that's just a brand.
Sounds like croissant.
Right here, it said China.
Yeah.
It's a cheap wrench, so I ground it off there.
I was like, I don't see it anymore.
Well, you can't have a China wrench on an American flag. No. Even though they're probably all made in China. Damn, that looks good. I had to weld the channel locks shut so they wouldn't open. So all these tools are no longer functional.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I finally get a camera woman.
I'm just gonna do it like this.
She doesn't even know how to work a freaking camera. The big boy. If he has a belligerent customer, he can unscrew this and use it as a weapon. I'm almost a little concerned about
like,
the
it's
weight.
Be real heavy on this side here.
Because it's just sheer weight. Next! that thing's heavy too.
Yeah, mixed things are light.
That thing's. Well, wait a minute.
That's how it was right here.
What? I must have wrote it in the wrong order. Because I wouldn't put two big ones next to each other anyway. You know what I'm saying? Dirty girl. I'm guessing that Lenny is wondering where all of his tools are at.
Who's Lenny?
Lenny owns Dawson's Auto Care, so I don't know if his last name is Dawson. Ah, voila!
I know I did all the work, but
Yes, you did! We're gonna hang these suckers up. It's good. It's shear weight. Like I said, shear weight. Where are we standing in it? You're covering all the tools. All right, so there it is, all finished up. I gotta say, I'm really happy with the way this one turned out, and it really didn't take that long to do. I wanna say I probably have maybe 10 to 12 hours wrapped up in this whole sign. I really liked the extra touch, cutting out those 1/4-inch bolt heads to weld on there. I think that turned out pretty cool. And then I used muriatic acid to basically get that patina look, and it couldn't have came out any better. That was exactly what I was kind of picturing. And then I just have some flat black Rust-Oleum. And the way this design came about was my buddy sent me a picture of the flag, but on the ends of the stripes, it just had like a silhouette of a tool, and it was part of the actual cut metal. And I thought it would be really cool to actually incorporate real tools into the project. That's just an idea for you. Maybe take some of your sign builds to the next level. I did this technique before in Doug from One Eyed Custom Sign. I used an actual torch in his sign, and then I fabricated basically a hollow sledgehammer for that as well. It turned out really cool. Now let's get down to price, because that's what this video is kind of somewhat titled. How much do you think this sign is worth? I'll tell you, I gave my friend a really, really good deal on this. I only charged him $400. He only had so much of a budget, so I was trying to help him out, and I thought it would be a really cool build for the channel, so I gave him a good price. But let me know in the comments what you think a sign like this is worth. And roughly what you see right here is 46 inches wide by a little over 3 foot tall. So it's
it's a good size.
Pretty good size. Anyways, that's gonna wrap this one up. I like posting videos with sign builds like this because they're a little bit different than what you normally see. You're not gonna get a sign like this on Amazon, made out of 18 gauge metal. Put your custom name in right here. So if you like this video and you found it helpful, please hit that like button. If you liked seeing the Keystone Girl in the video today,
Yeah.
I know I enjoyed it, hit the like button. And if you wanna see more builds like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, damn it. Why does my butt hurt? Hey everybody, Kyle here with Spicer Designs. Wow, well, the aliens finally released me, and the whole probing thing, that's real. Thumbnail, done. All right, get the fuck off
Catch
that
me.
bucket.
You think I was gonna jump? Hurt my left boobie. Good, my hand was getting sore
Your
from holding it.
hand was getting sore from holding the phone.
I'm kidding.
No, you weren't kidding. Or I might have you assemble it, but that would be tomorrow. Are you doing anything tomorrow?
Just watching basketball.
Well, that can wait.
This is my favorite time of year. Over
Basketball
Christmas.
make you money?
Yeah, it does.
Watching it makes you money?
That one's gonna touch my feet.
There's a little hole. That is so dirty. It's a dirty channel. I gotta stop going to these raves. Are you ready?
Yeah, what am I doing?
You're just gonna stand there. It's well not.
Oh, my oven mitts have a hole in them, so sometimes my hand gets burnt.
These suck.
Finger. I need new ones. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
come
really
out and
care
pick
what
these.
happens as long as my dinner gets made. If you burn your finger or whatever.
I do.
Holy shit, that's loud.
Anything for you.
Gosh, it's good. It's like a fine wine.